much.
Well, you're live.
Oh
shit, are we?
Yeah.
Like proper
that's
live,
how she did it.
Right now.
Oh man.
Like they
Okay,
can
wow,
see you.
damn. Shit. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 80 something or maybe 90 by now. Oh, what, huh?
89.
That's the one, yes. Welcome to episode 89 of the Offensive Charm podcast. And hey, I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me, chat?
They did.
I missed you guys.
Actually,
You know
no.
I
The
did.
last poll said they were trying to figure out who you were, but
Wait, what?
They have short memory.
they do. You were gone for
Hang
2
on.
weeks. They got confused.
Hang on, I was looking at that poll. I'm pretty sure the answer was like the highest rated answer was yes, that they did miss me.
At one
Okay.
point it was, yes, but right before we finished, the
Oh, you
highest
fuck.
rated answer was Jazz Who.
Oh, you bastards. Oh, you pieces of shit assholes. All right, I see it. I understand now. I get it, you fucks. Whatever. Anyway, hang on. Things I can see the chat. There we go. Anyway, yeah, anyway, episode 89 of the Offensive Charm podcast. We're starting right here, right now. I am Alex. They must just call me Jazz. I'm the charm around here. I know I've been away for a bit, but I'm back from vacation. So, hope you guys are all looking forward to another fun-filled episode. And of course, I'm joined by my two dear friends, Emirata and Bear. What's up,
Yeah.
guys? How you doing?
Yeah, We're here.
Hi. I exist.
Jazz, sorta.
That's good. Awesome. You guys
Thank you.
work on your intros.
That's supposed to be
Look.
an intro.
Yeah, I mean, that was me, like, that was me passing the baton, pretty much.
Oh.
That was the
Just-
layup.
No, you
You guys
can
were
have
supposed
it
to go
back.
for the dunk. Like
Yeah.
I feel I put the ball up for the layup, and you guys just like hit you in the face or something instead of actually like.
I mean,
That
you should be used to
follows
that
my
by now.
sports skills, actually.
Okay. Well, we'll work on it. We'll practice. Anyway, Rada, do you want to tell the people about the things before we get proper into it?
I guess I can tell people about the things being questions specifically. You can ask us at any point in time. You can go ahead and pop a question there in the Q&A, and we will answer. You enjoying those chips?
It's a popsicle. I'll
It's a
have you know.
Uh-huh.
It's a very loud popsicle. Just saying.
Well, I believe that was the rapper. He was like pulling the
Yep.
rapper off of it, so he
Okay.
could suck on it properly. Yeah.
Well, at least he's sucking on something. Anyway,
I don't have a can tonight, so this is my.
Mm,
he's
okay.
chosen to take his alcohol in a frozen form tonight.
Mm.
Excuse me as I
Do
go
they,
on
do they
YouTube.
fucking make like beer popsicles? Is that a thing?
I'm sure
They
there's
they
something
do.
out there.
They do.
They do actually. They have like push-up pops for like margaritas and shit. You put them in the freezer, and then they, just a little tube, and then you pull it up just like those otter pops you used to get when you were a kid, the ones that slice the side of your mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah, except
Oh, yeah, I love
alcoholic.
those.
Yeah,
Great time.
those are delicious.
Great time.
Anyway, so back on track. You can ask us
Yeah,
at
what's
any
up?
point in time. Just pop a question there in the Q&A, and we will answer all of those at the end of the episode. However, if at any point you would like to inflict harm on us, if you would like to make us watch something awful, or if you just want to listen to Jazz read out something funny, you can give us money, and we will take your money, and we will do those things that are very harmful to ourselves because we like money.
True. We do like money.
That's about the end of it.
It's helpful for things like funding podcasts and whatnot. So
Yeah.
it would come in handy if you guys want to give us some. Just saying, just putting it out there. It
If
ain't
you would
gotta
like
be
a
a
new
thing.
intro, we could use the money.
Yeah, it ain't got to be a big thing. I'm just saying, it's there. The box is there. It has the money symbol on it. You can
Mhm.
put money in it. You don't have to. It's got to be a thing. It's gonna be awkward. I'm just,
And finally, he's
There.
got all the back end things ironed out. So when you give us money, we might actually get it someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, indeed. All that being said, I suppose we could talk about some weeks. I mean, I might have had a week or two. But what about you guys? What you guys been up to? How you doing?
Did you do anything, Bear?
Yeah. So I think this last week was the culmination of my D&D campaign. We had the end session for that. Left
Big
on a
finish.
cliffhanger,
Nice.
so that was fun. I know you're thinking, why is there a cliffhanger for the end of the campaign? It's because my next campaign actually runs parallel to this one. So while they were doing stuff for this one side all through this last few years, my next one has them working on the opposite side, kind of at the same time frame. So I have to make sure I don't fuck that up real bad. But they'll be the team now that had caused problems for this last campaign.
Oh.
So, yeah. Other than that, I do believe we played a little bit of Last Epoch. That was fun.
We did. Quite fun. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was our first time actually playing it together, and my first time getting as far into the game as we did. And honestly, I think it's a pretty solid fucking dungeon crawling loot fucking battle game. And what do you actually call that genre? Like, is there like a more succinct name for that, or
ARPG?
That'll work. Okay, sure. Yeah, ARPG, Diablo-like kind of deal. So coming off of fucking Path of Exile 2, which we did make it to the end to while I was actually on my vacation, me and Bear.
Yeah,
got together
that
a
was
couple of
also
times. We did finish it, at least got to the current endpoint of the game, because the game currently doesn't have an ending. It's kind of still technically in beta, so we're not quite at the end of the story there. Maybe whenever they get around to doing it, we'll jump back in and get that done. But hopping over to Last Epoch, way fucking easier than Path of Exile 2, because God, I hate to say this, but it kind of fits, like, if you're kind of doing like the Dark Souls of the ARPG genre. I feel like Path of Exile 2 is definitely kind of up there in terms of just like being all around difficult at any given point in the game. Because like the whole thing with games like this is, getting up your gear, finding legendary items, becoming really fucking strong to the point where you can just wipe out whole armies of enemies all at once, right? Path of Exile 2 makes that pretty difficult pretty much all the way up until like the very end of the game. It's the point where you really start feeling that power ramp up. Last Epoch, on the other hand, you kind of get that like right away. Like it's very quick that you start feeling like proper strong in that game. I, for reference sake, as you guys know what's going on, am running the kind of barbarian / beast tamer / like druid class. Like the whole thing is that like you start with the starting class and you can kind of branch out to a few different directions to do different things. And that's the class that I'm playing. Bear is running the assassin.
Rogue, and then I'm running that into the falconer. So I have a bird. It does bird shit.
He has a bird. It is pretty cool. It's kind of funny because we kind of swapped roles from what we were doing in Path of Exile, where Bear was kind of running the tank role with the sword and shield, and I was hanging out in the back casting spells and shit. Now I'm the one up front taking all the hits, and he's the one in the back just firing off his arrows and whatnot. But yeah, like like you get a lot of really strong skills like pretty quickly. The gear system is a lot easier to figure out in Last Epoch than it is in Path of Exile. And there's a lot of these little like reoccurring events that'll happen on any given map you go to that really help you just ramp up in power very quickly. For one, there's this sort of like nemesis thing. I don't know what you call it.
Actually, nemesis is what that system is.
Is that what it's called? Like
that's what that one is.
Something on. Anyway, it's just like this little grave that you'll come across on the map every so often, where you're offered essentially a fight for new gear, and it's like 4 pieces of gear, and there's 3 things you can do, right? You can either empower it, where you fight it and then you don't get anything from it, but the next time you encounter it, the items it offers will be the same items but stronger, like higher level with more modifiers, whatever. You can just challenge it in the moment to actually get the stuff that it drops, or you can dismiss it entirely, not fight at all, and the next time you encounter it, it'll have 4 completely different items. And I think once you get past like about level 20 or so, is it, where it starts like having a guaranteed drop every time? Yeah, guaranteed unique item every time past about level 20, which is, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to get to. I think we did like maybe 2 sessions. We were right around there. But I think the more interesting of these ongoing mechanics that the game has is actually this thing called a Rift Beast, right? So the thing with this game is that it's kind of going off this weird like time travel-y parallel university type shit going on, right? And as part of this time fuckery, there are these monsters that have the ability to just tear holes in time and space with their claws, and that becomes a whole fucking issue. And there's a guy whose job it is to kind of hunt these things down, and you end up just kind of bumble fucking into one of these portals, and you meet him, and he's like, "Hey, want to help me hunt this thing?" And you're like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" Free XP and all that. So you go and do it, and you go in there, you go into its nest, and you fight it and kill it, whatever. And then you find these eggs that it lays, right? And what happens then is that you're given an option to empower the next creature in the lineage, right? And what this does is that it'll let you choose like special drop you can get from the next time you fight it, but it'll also empower the creature with a new ability. Like it might get a second head that breathes lava, or it'll get wings that'll let it do a dive bomb attack, or whatever. Just all kinds of shit, right? So essentially you kind of do this over and over and over again, but there was a stopping point where, okay, now there's so much shit on this monster that's like, yeah, we can't fit anymore. That's the end of the lineage, you're done, right? But the funny thing that happens, and the very cool thing that happens, is that when you finish a lineage with this monster, it drops a special unique item that is like a little pendant you put on, and the pendant's effect is when you fight a boss or a mini boss, when you get it down to 40% health, you will summon in the Rift Beast. And it is specifically the Rift Beast that you have been choosing the upgrades for all along the lineage path. And then you get to just like have it as a summon for forever, and it'll go off whatever you chose. So I think that's actually extremely sick, because neither of us knew that was going to be the case. Like we had no idea that's what this whole thing was going to lead to. We thought, oh, we just like choose the upgrades and then we get better gear from it, right? But no, you straight up get the monster you've been essentially kind of grooming, I guess.
Yeah.
In
the good way.
Yeah, it's like a special boss summon helper. It's actually, because it does all the shit that it does when it was fighting you, and with the exact same strength it had when it was fighting you. So it's actually really sick, because I think of like I don't know, any given like RPG you ever played where it's like, oh, one of the secret party members or one party member right at the end is like the enemy that's been like reoccurring all throughout your playthrough, but they decide, oh, you're kind of cool, I'll join your cause, and they become a friend instead of an enemy, right? But they're way fucking weaker than they were when they were fucking fighting you, right? Like I'm trying to think of like a good example of this. That one fucker from Chrono Trigger, maybe, or
well, and if you play Chrono Cross, so many of the enemies.
No,
but it happens pretty frequently.
It's a trope. It's a meme where it's like, your guy joins your team, but he's like way fucking weaker now because he has to be. Because if he was as strong as he was when you were fighting him as a boss, you become way too strong, way too quick. But yeah, no, they're just like, yeah, fuck it, we'll just give it to you at its full strength, and you can just dunk on bosses with it. And it's especially funny because me and Bear are both kind of doing pet builds. I decided to go with the Beast Tamer, so I got like a whole bunch of different animals helping me out, like jumping my enemies for me. And of course, like Bear said, he's doing like the Falcon Tamer thing. So we actually have kits that are already built with minion damage scaling in mind, and the thing that you call in, the Rift Beast, also scales off of all of that. So it's extremely it's just really nice. It's really fucking cool. So yeah, really digging that game. We're going to keep playing that, and that's a lot of fun. But I'm sorry, Ben, I kind of like took over your week.
No, it's fine. I mean, you hit on what I was going to hit on with it. So it works. Other than that, I mean, really don't have much more to add than what Jazz said. The game has been a blast. I'm excited for when we get to go into again, which is something we're going to talk about after the podcast. Other than that, I jumped back into the game Nine Kings. This is one I talked about before. It's a kind of base builder, tower defense-y sort of thing. They recently released a quest mode for it, which is really just a number of pre-constructed sort of scenarios that you kind of have to wiggle your way through. Kind of makes it a little bit more into a puzzle situation. Some of them are really fucking hard. Like, I've been slamming my head against the wall for hours type hard. Because it's not just a puzzle, you're still playing with RNGesus. And sometimes he looks down upon you and he's like, nah, that's it. You lose. Which is going to be a negative for some people, for sure. And I have seen people complaining about that on the forums for it. But for me, it's been a blast. It's been a good time sink. It's a good alternate way of playing the game, and yeah, been spent maybe 20 hours now in this last week.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of addictive because you can get really close and then just miss it by a hair, and like, well, I lost that run, and so you're like, well, I'm gonna do it again, and then you realize that run was half an hour.
Oh, fuck. I get that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like anytime I do fucking like Vampire Survivors, the same thing happens.
Yeah.
Me, so.
Yeah. And then it's 3 a.m, and you're like, I've lost control of my life.
That's what gaming's supposed to do to you, yeah.
Exactly. It's it does exactly what it's supposed to do. So again, I've said it before. If this is your style of game, this newest update with the quest stuff, I would definitely suggest getting it. It's not the cheapest, and it is still in early access, but it has just been a blast. Definitely, it does go on sale. I will say it's $20 base.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've been looking at a few things that I want to grab, like pretty much right away as soon as the fucking Christmas sale starts, which should be in what, like another week or week and a half.
Yeah, I think it's in a week to 11 days, something like that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm looking at some stuff, like a lot of the indie games we looked at the other day when we were looking at the Game Awards stuff. That one fucking thing in the indie list, the Stick It to the Stick Man or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Out on my list. Like,
Remember that one.
I mean, that one's only like $5. I'll probably just buy it outright anyway. But like, there's some other stuff that I've been looking at that I want to grab that I'll probably wait until the sale actually starts just to see how much like a nice discount we can get, right?
Yeah. But I would say even if it only goes 10 to 20% off, I'd still say it's worth it. If you will be able to put so many hours into this game. Again, if it's your style, it is definitely its own sort of niche sort of thing, but definitely many potential hours of playtime to be had.
Sounds good.
I'm enjoying myself with it. That is my week, however.
Fair enough. By the way, Rada, Patrick says hi.
Yeah. Patrick's saying hi because I said hi.
Oh, did you? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't quite catch that.
But you should say hi to Patrick too, because he said hi to all.
You know, that's true. Hi, Patrick. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in.
That's how that works.
Hello.
Yeah. But anyway, I do have a lot to say, so I don't know if Rada, you want to get yours in first, real quick.
I can go
before
ahead and do
off.
mine real quick. I didn't do too much this last week.
Okay.
What did I do this last week? I've made candles for Christmas presents. And then I did something. What was my video on Friday? They probably talked about what my video on Friday was yesterday anyway. The video for Friday was Quarantine Zone, The Last Check, where you play a person checking in people who are coming to the refugee zone for bites and stuff to make sure that they didn't they're not going to transmit the virus to everybody. That was pretty fun. Then I played the demo for Sleep Awake, which very artsy kind of horror game, and I think it looks like it'll be pretty cool. When I can finally afford it, I'll probably buy it and review the full game. So that was fun. Had surprise day offs on Friday and Monday because my job just doesn't have enough for me to do right now. So I streamed on Friday, and I actually made bread and everything. I made 2 loaves of sourdough bread and a loaf of banana bread on Friday.
Tasty.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I started the demo that I was going to play for Friday, which is called Hellmart, and I forgot to start recording it, so I'm going to have to start all over again. Which is fine. I was only 3, because it's like a 7-day period you play in the game, and I only got 3 days in, and so at least it's not that far in. But kind of always a bummer when you do that. Thankfully, I'm just recording straight gameplay. Saturday, I played Baldur's Gate 3 with my friends, and we're definitely enjoying that.
Nice.
Sometimes.
And you're saying this is the one you're doing like the completely clean run, like no mods or anything of that sort, right?
Yeah, there's no mods or anything.
Any fun moments there yet, or?
This last week,
No goofy shit, or when you guys fucked over
there's
the other
always
ones or
goofy
anything of that
shit.
sort?
It's one of those things that the four of us bicker like siblings is probably the best way to put it.
Over like how to handle specific situations and whatnot.
Everything.
So.
Over everything. It's constant.
Adorable.
Everything. I mean, we have one guy who's a D&D rules lawyer, so you're constantly getting, well, that's not how that works in the game, and then the other three of us are like, man, we just want to move on. Can we go now? And then of course you have everybody picking up everything in sight. And then you always have the who's going to approach and talk to the NPC this time, which I mostly let the two who haven't played it before do most of that so that they can see it. And then they make a decision. Then they make a decision you wouldn't normally, and you're like, fuck. I didn't want that.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, that's D&D, right? That's just how that shit goes.
Yeah, basically. And then there's a few things, we found a couple things that I hadn't seen before. Like a random board that pops up somewhere. There was something else. I can't quite remember it though. We killed a bunch of harpies, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that I recommend just people hanging out and watching, because it gets kind of crazy.
I'll definitely have to check the new one. When do you guys typically do that again?
We do that every Saturday. We do it from 2 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. So you can always listen to it while you're at work.
I can try. I mean, my undercover fucking Bluetooth glasses only get so loud. So unless you got your guys' volume ramped up pretty high, it might be a little difficult in the warehouse to hear you.
I don't know how our volume is, to be entirely honest.
Yeah. I'm also thinking I might try like one of those fucking Bluetooth beanies. Maybe that'll be a little louder. But
they also have the headbands.
Yeah, I feel like that might be too obvious. I don't know. I'd have
Depends
to take
on
a
how
look.
cold it is.
I mean, I've been wearing a beanie in that warehouse for the past several years, so like a beanie would be pretty innocuous.
That's true.
That's why I'm like thinking that's like it'd be another good option. If the ones that I'm looking at like on Amazon and whatnot, they're loud enough, at least louder than the glasses. I'm gonna give it a try.
Well, they should at least be closer to your ears, so
yeah,
than the glasses. So there is that.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm trying to think if there's, so my dog, the puppy from the last litter, Betty, who had been here for well over a year of her life now, finally found her new home.
Oh, that's great.
So we just have the dogs we're keeping now. We're down to 5. It's fantastic. And now
That's still a lot of dogs, damn.
they're small. You put them all together, they're still not a big dog.
Okay. Fair.
So, other than the fact they make more noises than a big dog.
Fucking 3 small dogs in a trench coat. There you go.
5 small dogs in a trench coat, and you still don't know. It still looks like a toddler. But yeah, I mean, and then one of them's pretty old, so I don't even know how much time we have left with her, but hopefully still a good few years. She's like 15 now. So we're hoping she stays around for a little while still. But yeah, probably start looking for a kitten soon now that we're down the worst dog of the bunch. Which, I mean, she's a good dog. She didn't need to be in this house. She was not in a place where she belonged. But the lady's sister got her for her sister, and she sent me a picture of Betty with her sister, and they both have the same smile, ironically enough. So it's like, well, that's the person she was meant to be with. And so yeah, that was about it. We're down a dog, and it's kind of good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it too, like maybe getting a cat, sometime next year.
Cats are good. I like cats.
Plus, I hear that as far as actually like adopting one, it's relatively inexpensive. So
Depends on a number of things, and of course, so I would just go to the shelter and get a cat normally, but
Mm.
the shelters here have gotten ridiculously fussy about who they home their cats to, which is
Really?
also ridiculous when you consider they have too many cats,
yeah,
so they won't let me adopt.
Oh.
like in what way? Actually, I'm kind of curious.
So, I mean, there's normally a questionnaire or an application you have to fill out. It asks things like how many other animals are in the house, how many people are in the house, if anybody has any allergies. You're past with animals and all that stuff. And I don't actually technically live in the town. I live in the county. So where I live, I can basically have all the pets I want.
Mhm.
There's no real rule on it. So I can have my 6 dogs and 2 cats or 5 dogs and 2 cats. But they still won't adopt to me because
They're
they don't
pricks.
actually tell me why, because they
Oh.
just email me back and say your application has been rejected, and at that point I'm like, fuck you, I'm not calling you so you can tell me why you rejected me, because if you're gonna reject me you should tell me in the goddamn letter so I don't have to fucking call you. So fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, all fair points, I would say, and yeah, that sucks. Sorry to hear that.
No, I'll just find another little kitty from somewhere that needs a home, and that'll be that.
And like you said, apparently there's lots of them out there that need homes. So.
Oh, there's so many all the
Only 2
time. It's the big problem for me is finding one that's not like a 2-hour drive away. So, and I want a kitten because they adapt to the dogs better that way.
Mm.
And the dogs
I gotcha.
actually adapt to the kitten better because it's a kitten and they know it's a kitten.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely. All right, well,
But I do recommend getting a cat however you get one. So,
yeah, well, we'll see. I'm thinking about it. I'm considering and contemplating. We shall see whether or not I make that choice. And if
Cats
I
are
do,
good
maybe
ones.
sometime next year. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a little pet hanging around.
so Jazz, what did you do
Yes.
for the last few weeks?
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, friends, I have been out of state. I went all the way across the continent to Southern Carolina. And I spent, pardon me, a little bit of phlegm there. I spent Thanksgiving with family, which was quite nice, honestly. I got to see, my goodness, I got a lot of phlegm all of a sudden. But the original plan was to have me and my brother, and then my aunt and uncle and their kids, my cousins, all go and hang out, as well as my sister-in-law, her husband, stepsister, her husband, and my nieces.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, looking back on it now, God, that would have been absolutely nutty if that had actually worked out that way, and all of us had ended up going over there. Because like my mom and pop, they got a nice place and all, but I mean, it's not that big where it can accommodate like 4 families at once reasonably. Like we'd have had like a whole like sleep out in the living room situation. Like I don't know, I feel like it would have been a little cramped. But what actually ended up happening was that my aunt and uncle they couldn't quite make it work, so it was, and my brother couldn't get out of work, so it was just me. And then my stepsister, husband, and their 2 kids, my nieces. Yeah, we were all there, and we had a pretty good time. You know, we went out and about, visited a street fair. I had a froffle for the first time. That was
A what?
an interesting thing. So it's apparently it is French toast mix poured into a waffle maker to make a French toast waffle.
Uh-huh.
Pretty fucking solid, actually, if I may
Wait.
say so.
Okay, let's backtrack here a second.
Yeah.
So French toast mix or like French
Yes.
toast put in a waffle maker?
French toast mix put in a waffle maker.
So just like eggs and milk and
Cinnamon? Yeah, I
Cinnamon?
guess. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
so is it like
Like
eggy?
This
Kinda,
this
I mean,
concept
it-
seems to be so hard for her.
It tasted like French toast, but it was in the shape of a waffle. I don't know
Well,
how else to
here's
put
the
it.
problem I'm having, because normally what you put in the waffle maker includes flour.
Mhm.
So it becomes very bready. And if you're just doing the mix, the stuff that you dip the bread in, then it's going to be very eggy. It's going to be like putting scrambled eggs in there. And
Yeah,
so
fair point. Maybe they
just,
did put some more flour in there too. I'm not
yeah,
like
so I'm just trying to
didn't
figure out if they did like
yeah.
a French toast, a waffle with
Yeah.
like French toast stuff in it, and then called
Yeah,
it
I
a
guess
froffle,
so.
or what? Because
Yeah, I suppose probably that, because like I mean obviously they didn't tell me the process of making it. I just
Right.
ordered it from the food truck. I got it. It was actually froffles and chickens, like chicken and waffles kind of thing, but
Interesting.
froffle chicken and like chicken bites. Really good, really fucking good. Oh my god, it was amazing. But yeah, I mean I don't know the actual full process, but I assume probably something like what you're describing would be more accurate.
So it was more waffle-like, but tasted like French toast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a waffle in shape and French toast in spirit. Like, just, I don't know what else to like how else to put it, but yeah, it was good.
My thought is, because what this would actually be really good is if you just took
Mhm.
a piece of bread and put it in your French toast mix, and put it in a waffle maker. That would be delicious.
Right, yeah,
Mhm.
I
You know.
suppose.
Yeah.
You could try that, yeah. But yeah, had a very nice time there. And funny thing actually was we actually had a additional guest for the street fair that we went to, because good old Gigi came down to visit, and I met her in person. And she
Oh,
came
wow.
with us to the street fair, and we had ourselves a good old time.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you had the chance to meet Gigi yet.
I have no idea who that is, but you
Yeah,
sounded
Gigi-
excited, so I was happy for you.
Yeah. Gigi is a longtime member of my community and one of my best mods. Bear
Aw.
here knows Gigi.
Yeah.
You'll probably
great.
end up meeting her during the karaoke thing if you're gonna end up like coming by on Sunday. So
I will be coming by at some point on Sunday.
awesome. Then
is
you'll
the
probably
plan.
get to meet her then. She's an absolute sweetheart, and she was very fun to hang out with while we were there. We went to the street fair together. I also tried an escape room for the first time. Gigi was not there for
Ooh.
that. She hadn't arrived yet. But it was my mom's birthday is right after Thanksgiving, typically, or it kind of changes from year to year given dates. But yeah, typically right after Thanksgiving. So she wanted to go to an escape room for her birthday, and so we all did. And we ended up doing like a Indiana Jones-ish, like Temple of Doom kind of thing.
Cool.
But it was pretty interesting, trying to like figure out the puzzles and whatnot, and like they give you an hour to like solve everything. And there's like a series of 3 rooms you got to get through, and like it was actually like pretty decently challenging puzzles. I was honestly not much help. I am definitely more brawn than brain. So, but like my mom and my nieces, they had a lot of fun with it. My sister-in-law, like they all kind of like worked together pretty nicely to get through all the puzzles and whatnot. It was a good time. We all got our little fucking wristbands. They give you those little, like those little fucking rubber wristbands they make for like everything. These were our prizes for finishing the escape room in time.
Mhm.
So that was fun. It was a good little memory. And then I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, so when Gigi was here, and we were kind of just doing like a cool down day, because I was there for like a week and a half, and like not every day was going to be a big fucking adventure, right? And while Gigi was around, we decided like, we'll just like chill out and watch some Netflix or whatever, right? And Gigi ended up finding the Apothecary Diaries, and so me and her watched the entire first season of that. It's like 24 episodes, and yeah, the show's pretty good. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Apothecary Diaries, but
No.
essentially it is about a girl who is like, it's like the time period is like ancient China, by the way, who is raised by an apothecary and becomes an apothecary in her own right. And due to some unfortunate circumstances, she ends up getting kidnapped by some slavers, and then she gets sent to the emperor's rear palace, where she then kind of gets embroiled in a bunch of different like, political stuff, like the proxy wars between different concubines and all kinds of shit like that. And it ends up being a bit kind of how to put this, you guys know about House, right? Like House MD.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of that, but animated.
Oh, I've
Where it's
seen
like-
those. I've seen like ads for that about how it's like that the doctor there's like House but female.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's essentially just that, where it's like, yeah, she is like a doctor, like an apothecary, so she like knows a lot about different conditions and ailments and all that shit. But she's also kind of like a pseudo detective, where she's like getting behind like how everything happens. Like, oh, this person tried to poison this person, or oh, these mushrooms are growing here because a dead body was buried here as part of a cover-up story because of a different assassination attempt. You know, like a lot of assassination attempts back then, apparently. But yeah, they're like pretty interesting and fun to watch, honestly. So I very much enjoyed that, and I've kind of been making my way through season 2 of that as well. And they'll probably keep watching it, for however much of that they want to make. But good
cool.
show. I highly recommend anybody who enjoys anime, and especially mystery type anime, to check it out. It's good. It's good times.
Cool.
What else? Oh, probably a big one. My pops wanted to take me out to the shooting range, and so we went, and I fired a gun for the first time in my life.
Congratulations, you are now a man.
Yeah, right. Fucking big dick in it over here. But pretty good time, pretty fun time, and I fired. He had 3 different handguns, and he actually sent me the info on these because I forgot the names. Yeah, so 2 9mm, a Glock 19, and a Sig Sauer P365.
Nice.
Honestly, it looked like a Glock and a shorter Glock. To be honest, like they looked like the same gun, but like one was slightly longer than the other. Like that's what it looked like to me. And then I also fired a Bursa Firestorm, which is a 380 caliber bullet. And that was actually a lot of fun. It's pretty good.
Really?
Like firing a real, like as someone who's played like plenty of fucking FPSs over the years, right? Like firing a real gun, definitely a very different experience, and like feeling the recoil for yourself, like what real recoil feels like. Yeah, it's that's something.
It's an experience.
Like, takes a second to get used to. Like, have you guys ever fired guns, by the way? Out of curiosity. Both of you?
I own a gun.
Oh well, okay, fair enough.
I live in the north. I've been hunting.
Also fair. Oh, like hunting, like you on like rifles and shit.
Yeah. I didn't catch anything, but I went out.
You mean you didn't shoot anything?
Well, yes, I didn't shoot anything. Thank you, Rada.
Yes, you're welcome.
Is the implication here that you tried and just missed every time, or like?
No, I didn't see any fucking deer.
That's the hard part. Yep. But the plus side of not seeing any deers means you didn't have to drag any out of the forest. So.
Yeah, this is true.
That is fair. Yeah, that's fair. You didn't have to have your Atreus moment, so yeah. And Rod, I'm assuming you just went to like a shooting range, or are you also a hunter?
No, I've never hunted. I refuse to get up that early.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just a shooting range then?
Not a shooting range, but in a place where you couldn't shoot anybody else.
Fair.
Like
okay.
out in
Good
the
enough.
field.
It's just like firing it, like tin cans or some kind of shit, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Fun stuff. But yeah, turns out it was like a pretty decent shot. Actually, I did save the fucking the target we used. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
So proud of himself. It's cute.
No, I figured chat might find it interesting to see my target. Hang on.
I'm such a bitch. I'm sorry. Not really.
No, I was gonna say you're not sorry. No better than that.
Oh. Hang on. Proper position here. Oh. Do I need to fix the green screen? Did I fuck it up?
No, you're good so far.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I got the thing here the second bunch of times. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try my best to get this all in frame. But there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a nice
so-
grouping.
Yeah. I didn't manage to hit like the exact middle. My pops did though. Like he managed to get like right in the the one little circle right in the middle, the dead center. It's crazy.
That's
And
cool.
then like I tried to get a like headshots. Like I was trying to aim for like the middle of the head. I ended up hitting the neck a lot.
That's
like,
fine. You'll
I
kill something if you hit it there.
Yeah.
Well, true. And like I almost did like a straight line across the neck. Like I like beheaded this fucking guy. with
Nice.
just bullets, right? But yeah, and then a few off to the side. But But,
No, but most of them are in the
overall-
target. That's really well done. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I'd say I get pretty solid aim, right? Not bad.
Yeah,
And
how far?
What's up?
How far?
Good, like 20 feet or so. Like, it wasn't terribly far for the first time, you know, because my pops just wanted me to get used to it, and aiming and whatnot. I did try moving it out a little further, like on the last couple of clips. But yeah, I mean, not a terribly impressive distance. I'm just, you know, glad I managed to have a decent accuracy at like about mid-range. So
I know it was just due to you holding that up, but while you were holding that up, you were the blackest you have ever been.
That's true.
That's pretty funny. I'll have to go back and look and see what that looked like. Oh fuck!
We could do it before and after with guns. This is what happens.
He literally turns blacker. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's great.
How do you make a black man more black? You give him a gun.
But yeah, fun experience.
Those melanated grips.
Christ. Yeah, fun experience. You know, definitely new for me, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Probably do it again like next time I go visit. And who knows, maybe we'll have different guns to work with by then. I'd like to try like a rifle or hell, even a shotgun or something. You know, just something besides a handgun would I think kind of cool.
Yeah, you gotta
Sure.
really kick on those shotguns.
Well, yes, obviously. I realize that like one can fucking blow their shoulder out of the socket if they're not careful. But I mean,
if you hold it wrong, yeah.
Yeah, but like, who doesn't want to try and shoot a shotgun at least once in their life? You know, at least once.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, good times there. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. As far as the trip goes, that was kind of all the major highlights. We had like a little karaoke party too, but I mean, you know, something I have a whole lot to say about. You know, we just sang some songs, had a good time.
Cool.
My mom discovered Grey's Anatomy. She ended up watching it
I'm so sorry.
for like 8 hours.
Holy shit.
It's like straight. Yeah, no, she could go in on a show. Like if she ends up liking a show, she'll just like sit in front of that TV all goddamn day.
Damn.
So yeah, but she was on vacation too, so
Yeah.
she's enjoying herself. It was her birthday, so whatever.
Oh, it's just her birthday. She can watch whatever she wants.
Exactly. So yeah, and then I came back, and as far as gaming goes, I did jump back into Wuthering Waves, and I did the Augusta story, and that was pretty fun. You know. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, right. I tried out the demo for Marvel Cosmic Invasion. That game's fucking awesome. That game's fucking sick. I'm definitely doing the full purchase on that when I get the chance. But for those of you who have not seen this yet, this is a new side-scrolling beat 'em up that I think came out. I think the full game actually came out like a few days ago, like last Friday, something like
I
that.
want to say she played it with the Saturday Night Hypnosis guys.
Yeah. I need to ask him if it's like online co-op, because I know it's up to 4 players, but I don't know if that's like online or if it has to be all in the same setup. Well, I mean, if you played with them, it must be online. So fuck
Yeah.
it. But yeah, no, this game is absolutely awesome. It's definitely kind of homaging back to the 90s in terms of like everybody's character designs, like the full roster. You know, you got Wolverine, you got the mainstays, like Wolverine, Cap, you got fucking Spider-Man and Venom, etc. and so on. And I believe this is actually there's some clips from Shredder's Revenge, which is like a recent TMNT side-scrolling beat 'em up. I believe it's the same guys as Tribute, and I know for a fact Tribute did like the Scott Pilgrim side-scrolling beat 'em up games. I think they also did that TMNT one. But this is kind of very similar to that, and it reminds me a lot of that. God, I don't remember exactly what it was called, but there was like a side-scrolling like X-Men specific beat 'em up game I played back in the arcades, and I believe that one was from the 90s. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had that one for Sega. So.
Hey, there you go. Oh, there you go. But yeah, this is like very much feels like an homage to that in the way it plays and everything. But it is interesting in that it has a tag system. in that like when you play the game, you actually choose 2 characters instead of 1, and you can kind of do like fucking almost Marvel-esque combo, like Marvel vs. Capcom-esque combos, where you can call in the other character to assist in the middle of a combo. If you do like a knock-up attack, they can come in with like a downswing, or if you just want to like continue the basic combo from the ground, you can do that with the next character and then switch to them by like double tapping the assist button, etc. All that kind of shit. And even the intro like is very just feels like a 90s cartoon almost when you look at, like, I'm kind of showing it right here if you guys can see the tab I'm looking at. But yeah, like it's like the intro for the game. It's very fucking nice. Even like the filter that they're using, just it feels very much like that. So very similar in the way like Shredder's Revenge is kind of an homage to like Turtles in Time kind of deal. But very fun. Very, very fun. Very simple game, but just, yeah, it's that simplistic kind of fun that I've been missing. You know, everything's got to be a big open world adventure now. And like sometimes it's just nice to go back and play a good old side-scrolling beat 'em up where you can just have fun doing crazy ass combos and shit. And I think actually the full game, it seems like, yeah, full game includes some characters that weren't in the demo, because yeah, Silver Surfer's not in the demo, and I think I saw Thor in there too. So like I imagine we'll probably end up doing like maybe some DLCs in the future where I'm gonna get an expanded roster. Oh yeah, and like fucking I saw Phoenix there for a second, who's definitely also not the demo. Yeah, lots of fun combinations and stuff. So good. Oh yeah, Black Panther. Yeah, so pretty solid roster too of characters as well, and even some ones that you never really think would make it in there. Like what's I can't remember this. There's one character in there that kind of looks like Captain Marvel but isn't. And then yeah, like fucking Nova getting in there again. Like I haven't seen Nova since like, God, I think the early 2000s Spider-Man cartoon was the last time he showed up in like anything Marvel related. So like, that was kind of a pull. But yeah, good solid game overall. Highly recommend. Definitely check that out, guys. Steam winter sale coming up. Grab this, do it, and then find some friends to play it with, because it's definitely gonna be one of those ones. It's a lot more fun with friends as well. But yeah, it's fun even playing it solo. To be honest, I was having a great time with it.
No, Jazz isn't volunteering to be anybody's friend.
Yeah, no. I mean, I play. You know, hey guys, hit me up on Twitter. You want to play some Cosmic Invasion? I'm gonna definitely buy this game during the winter sale. So hit me up if you want to play together. I'm down. Let's do it. And if Sheep's been playing it, I definitely gotta go bother him to play with it. So. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for my week. That's a wrap for me. I've been talking for like an hour anyway. So yeah, I think that's a good place to cut it off.
That's one of the reasons we missed you.
Yeah, you are so much of our time. Yeah.
It's funny because I'm like not nearly this talkative when I'm just out and about in the real world. I'm like the most stoic, taciturn motherfucker you'll ever meet. I got nothing to say. But when it comes to nerd shit, I'm popping off, man. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. I like talking about this stuff. But yeah, with that, I suppose we can just get into the news. Let's see, where do we want to start? Do we want to start with the fucking obelisk? Do we want to talk about that thing?
Might as well start there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So for anybody who has not been paying attention to the Game Awards lead up that we've been in, Jeff had commissioned a giant fucking statue. It appeared in the Mojave Desert. I believe this was like a week ago this thing first showed up. And it looks like this. Yeah, it's I don't know if you guys saw that one Twitter post. Apparently there's like a news story from like the local news outlets that think it was like some kind of fucking satanic statue, which
I saw that.
I get.
Was hilarious.
That was really funny. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no, guys, like, they've been real, like, transparent about this being a Game Awards video game thing. Like, I mean, I guess if you're just not tuning into internet news in general, maybe you're only, like, watching cable TV and whatnot, like, this could still catch you off guard. But, like, just the fact that, like, the news station didn't do any research. They saw the thing and just, like, rolled with the Satanism story. It's like, that's pretty hilarious.
It kind of reminds me of there was an Australian news story, I think it was, where this guy found this perfectly round hole dug into the beach, and everybody was going on about what could this hole be, and the guy who found it was like, well, I think it's a meteor, and was giving all his reasons why and pointing at things. And the reality is that, like, earlier in the day, or like the day before or something, a bunch of guys got together and just dug a hole.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to think so. I mean, men just dig holes randomly all the time.
They're on video digging the hole.
Oh,
The guy
there you go.
found later. It'll literally, the guy just dug they dug the hole, and this guy comes and finds the hole and thinks it's something when it's literally just a hole somebody dug, and it
Yeah,
becomes
no.
Yeah,
more.
my man,
It's completely
the
natural
hole.
male behavior.
Diggy,
If you
diggy
don't have a
hole.
hole, make a
Diggy,
hole.
diggy hole. Yeah, exactly. Diggy hole.
And
And you
just
know,
so goofy.
well, again, in Australia news,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I need to say.
Oh man. No, I feel like at some point, because this happened the way it did, it's gonna roll into like Satanism in gaming or whatever the fuck, like from like a story out of the right out of the early '90s or whatever, right? Just
Oh god. Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah. More satanic panic. Woohoo.
I haven't seen or heard anything yet of them like rolling it into that, but I wouldn't be surprised if like in the next few days we just see another news story, another tweet about some dumb bullshit, right?
Absolutely.
That'd be great. Honestly, I'd be quite entertained. I kind of want it to happen now. But there has been an update on this because there's been a whole lot of speculation from many different sects of gaming about what this might have been about. You know, I believe some people were saying fucking Half-Life for some reason.
Yeah, that
Some
makes
people
sense.
there were some Bloodborne hopers on the march for this. And you know, honestly, I feel like Bloodborne had a good chance. Even I was like, maybe that'd be cool. And then some people were saying maybe Elden Ring 2 or some shit. I was like, there's no way that would come out that quick.
Yeah.
But as it turns out, it is even less expected than anyone else could have, because I don't think anybody guessed this before it actually before the leak was discovered, right?
I've seen some people say something about it, but
Yeah,
not a lot. So
Very small numbers.
Okay, so this was the dark horse then of the speculation, we can say. But as it turns out, guys, it might be the return of Divinity Original Sin, because people have looked up the trademarked fucking logos for the new project they're working on, and if you look down here on the bottom right, looks pretty fucking similar. In fact, somebody went ahead and overlaid it onto the statue itself. And I'd say that's pretty bar for bar right there. That's it. That appears to be the symbol on the statue. So we believe all now that this is pretty much confirmation that it is Divinity Original Sin 3 getting ready to be announced, which, again, we talked about this a bit off stream. Like we talked about this a little bit, chat, before we actually started. I am still a bit of a disbeliever just because of the fact that I didn't think Jeff would bother with something like this fucking elaborate for Divinity of all things.
I don't think Jeff commissioned it. I think he was in on it. I don't think he commissioned it himself.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the last time we've even seen like any game company do like something like this. Like it's like viral marketing kind of shit, right? Like,
Something fun? It's been a while.
It has been a while. Like seriously, when?
Because what happened, if I recall, is people were actually given a set of coordinates, and they went out and
that's what they found. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know how they got those coordinates though, so I was not in on that part.
Yeah, actually, I didn't. Something Keeley put out, I think, is what I saw, but I didn't see the specifics to what that was.
Let's see here. Museum of Humanity. Travis Scott and Fortnite present astronomical. I don't count Fortnite like partnering up with actual like musicians, because that's happened like 50 times by now. So
Fortnite will partner with anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are the horror of the gaming industry.
True. Though I will say, when I saw that clip the other day of fucking Hatsune Miku riding Godzilla and the two of them firing their lasers at the same time at like the space monster or whatever, that shit was kind of cool.
Oh my god.
I can't even hate on that. That was kind of sick. Clash of Clans Super Bowl ad with Liam Neeson. Like I'm trying to think of like a viral marketing thing that actually was like out in the world, you know, for like a video game. Like when's the last time something like that happened?
Jesus Christ. God. Long
Did
time
they do
ago.
like Yeah, I want to say there was a Resident Evil one. Where they hid. Yeah, body part treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Body part. What?
Yeah, so it was back in 2009. It was for Resident Evil 5. And it was a promotional event for that game. You had to sign up on Capcom, and then you would go looking for. You'd go to their location, and then you had to try and find the body parts. However, it got stopped early because the police department got involved. Because there were civilians who did not know about this. We're finding random body parts. That's the last one I remember.
You know, that is fair. Like with the viral marketing, like out in the real world, you definitely got to be kind of careful to not like
scare the normies,
like, or break any laws. Where like, because my thought in my head was like, man, what would like a GTA viral marketing campaign look like, right? Like, what would they do for that? Like, just like hire a guy, like put him in a GTA shirt and just have him like start killing random people on the street. Like, how do we do GTA viral?
I mean, that'd be pretty fucking viral. I imagine that going pretty wide.
Like, just have a guy in a GTA shirt do a carjacking and then start driving across the sidewalk, right?
Yeah. Maybe drag a hooker.
Oh yeah, you know, dragging a hooker is just part and parcel for life in the city now, though.
Actually, you know, if they did it in New York City, they'd probably never notice the difference.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea. It is. It's a terrible, awful idea. They definitely shouldn't actually do it.
Do it.
But like, I mean, sometimes you just want to see the train wreck happen, right? Like.
Yeah. Especially if you get to watch a train wreck, you don't actually participate in said train wreck.
Okay, check it out. Now, here's what we actually do. Okay, like so they actually do that, where it's like it's a guy in a GTA shirt who does a carjacking and just drives on the sidewalk and hits a bunch of people, but they're all like actual stunt people and they're all in on it. Like, can we maybe set that up? Like,
and we can definitely tell people
everybody
what happened.
Let everybody believe it's real for like a day.
No, we do it the other way around. We tell them it was all stunt people, and then they find out it was real.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so fun. That's so devious. Holy shit. Yeah. But in terms of actual like feasible viral marketing, I think killing a bunch of stunt people, you know, get a bunch of blood bags and shit and just throw them all over the place. I think that'd be kind of fun. Like, obviously you're gonna tell people really quickly what's actually happening, but like if we catch people by surprise a little bit, you know, like a bit of an April Fool's or whatever, right? Like I think that could work. That'd be fun. We got at least one more April before GTA 6 actually comes out. Okay, we can make this happen. We could get this going. Like, I don't know if we start like, well, we can't start a petition online because then people will know what's gonna happen. They'll see it coming. We gotta just like send a letter over to fucking Rockstar Games, right? Discreet letter, and just give them the idea and let's see what happens, right? You never know who's gonna end up seeing it. I'm just saying, it's worth a shot. Fucking, like I'm imagining in my head right now the fucking meme image of the basketball player shooting from the moon to the earth, but like, you know, sometimes you just gotta go for it, right?
He really loves this idea.
He does. It's concerning.
I don't know. I think my idea is better, where you tell them it's fake and then you do it for real.
Okay, at least in my idea, nobody actually gets hurt. Okay, Rada wants to actually kill somebody. You should be concerned about her idea.
Yeah, but that's Rada. That's normal.
See?
Oh, whatever. Fuck off. Fuck off. This is bullshit. This is favoritism. Fuck out of here.
No, it's just reality. I generally want to remove people from the world. I mean, it's just who I am.
Oh,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'd be more worried if I didn't.
But yeah, anyway. Circling back to this whole thing, yeah. So Divinity Original Sin 3, man. That is something. I
I
did
don't know
not
if
see
it's
that shit
original
coming.
sin 3 though, because if I recall correctly, Larian said something about not doing a 3.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be another divinity probably, or at least something in that world.
Yeah.
We're gonna get like a new
It'll probably
subtitle.
be like Divinity
New series.
something else. Yeah.
As long as okay, for God's sake, if nothing else, please just don't call it Divinity Original Sin. Please don't do that.
I
Please
think
don't
they
pull
already
Lords
had
of the-
one of those.
Don't pull a Lords of the Fallen. I know. That's what I'm saying. Don't pull a fucking Lords of the Fallen about it. Is what I'm saying.
No,
Please don't
I
do
think
that.
there is already
Oh.
a Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah, that's there was Original Sin and then Original Sin 2.
Guys, what I'm saying is that like don't just call it Original Sin again, because what
Oh.
happened with,
Oh,
fucking,
oh,
with Lords
oh.
of the Fallen is that they had Lords of the Fallen, and then they had Lords of the Fallen 2, and then they did Lords of the Fallen again, and they just called it Lords of the Fallen without putting a 2 or a fucking subtitle or anything.
I thought they called
There's-
it The Lords of the Fallen.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're both just Lords of the Fallen.
Because or
Maybe the first one is the Lords of the Fallen. I don't know.
It's funny
We'll see.
because I literally just watched a Moist Critical video where he was talking about I don't remember exactly what he was talking about, but Lords of the Fallen came up and he was talking about how it went from Lords of the Fallen to The Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah, maybe they did include the, but that's still too fucking close. Like, come
No,
on.
I agree.
That's still way too close. Like, nobody even looks at the fucking the. Like, come on. So yeah, as long as they can avoid doing that, then fine. Do it. Fuck it. Whatever.
Well, they have a bunch of them. They have like Divinity, and then I just saw a tweet about it too. Now I wish I
Divinity,
saved it.
Divine Commander, Dragon Rider too. As well, they have a number of different IPs. Divine Divinity. Yeah, they're really fond of that divinity word.
Which is
Well,
fair.
I
mean,
think
that's like
Divinity
that's
is the
their whole
world,
deal,
isn't
right?
it?
I actually don't know if that's the name of the world, but I
Oh,
suppose I wouldn't be
sort of
surprised.
like sort of like a fucking like Baldur's Gate type thing, where it's like anything under that umbrella, or more like a Warhammer 40K, like, and that's just everything is
More
under
like-
that umbrella.
Or like that, because Baldur's Gate is
Yeah.
actually a city in Erebor.
That's true.
Era. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, on the Sword Coast and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be great if they could get out of the fucking Sword Coast.
Never.
It'd be fantastic
Never.
if people would just do other settings in D&D other than Forgotten Realms. But
Oh, that no one's gonna do. There are a number of settings that are not Forgotten Realms that are all D&D settings. No one's ever gonna touch. Maybe Greyhawk.
Do the Dread Plains still count as in the Forgotten Realms, or?
Kind of.
I don't know.
Okay.
Margaret Weiss is active enough, and Tracy Hickman are as well. Maybe we'll see something Dragonlance at some point.
I take that back. I could see Dragonlance happening. I couldn't see Starjammer happening.
We're definitely not seeing Ravenloft.
Yeah. Dark Sun.
Maybe,
You think so?
maybe,
I
unlikely,
have
but
no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
It's a hell of a setting. It's
think- it. Okay, never mind.
No, go for it. Try.
Your people wouldn't be fond of it.
I'm so glad I pushed for that.
But wait, hey, well, doesn't like slavery also exist in just like normal, like general D, like the more
same
well-known
way.
D&D stuff?
I mean, you can run into a little bit of slavery in your normal D&D. It's
'cause,
a
like,
little
every time
more
anyone brings
integral
up
in a
the,
Dark Sun.
and anytime anyone brings up like the fucking Underdark, right? Isn't like that like slavery on crack and shit down there, and like all kinds of horrible shit?
Kinda,
Typically,
So the Underdark is like weird BDSM slavery.
but yeah.
hmm
This is chattel.
Yeah,
You are a resource, sort
your
of.
literal
so like
livestock.
Yeah.
so like fucking Warhammer level type shit or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
kinda.
Okay.
It is
Alright.
it's a low magic setting too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, because if you're doing any sorcery, you're destroying the land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
So yeah.
Because Because like I'm like trying to figure out like the level of cruelty you guys are trying to imply here. Like is it a world in which like the fucking handle for a door is just a living person who is
Sometimes.
like, okay, all right, okay,
Could
there we go.
happen,
Gotcha. So yeah, Warhammer 40k level type shit.
Yeah.
But again, like low magic setting. So
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Fair enough. I mean, listen, I can get down with the crazy shit, and like if we're talking about something that's completely new and fresh in D&D terms, I'm down. And like I'm honestly like with some of the shit Rose has put us through with this campaign we've been doing for the last 2 years, like it'd be hard to top it.
Rosa
Rosa
would
would
do well in
probably-
this setting.
Yes, she would.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm certain. And the funny thing is that like this is her like kind of like reining herself in a bit because we're doing it on stream and she can't go like full on like Insano style with it,
Mhm.
you know, because of like TOS and whatnot. But like,
Speaking
like,
of, you have a question from somebody in the chat saying that if they wanted to start listening to your D&D campaign with Rosa, where should they start?
The funny thing actually
Myth and
is
Mercury
that
podcast.
exactly
Yeah.
or YouTube channel. So
So we're the podcast.
yeah, so
I'll put that in
Rosa
chat
and
for you.
Patho, Rosa and Patho recently decided to make a new channel on YouTube where they could upload all of the VODs for the entire campaign, as well as Dejay's side campaign where he went back to Harlequin and did all the Egypt stuff. And currently they're like streaming streaming live all the episodes in sequential order, but they're also just being all uploaded there also in sequential order. So if you want to start from the very beginning, then you should go there. And it's called Myth and Mercury. Hang on, I can just show you real quick.
Yeah.
Let me get the tab up here. Myth and Mercury.
Could have just clicked on the link in the chat.
He could have, but whatever.
Yeah, I could have done that, yes. Here we go. Oh shit, I'm not even subscribed. Let me go ahead and drop the sub real quick.
God damn it.
My bad. Well, here's the thing. I'm actually in the fucking sessions. I don't need to I'm living this. I don't need to go back and watch through it again. Anywho. Yeah, this is it right here. So it's this channel, Myth and Mercury. Already has almost under 50 subs. Nice. 123 videos. So I believe where it's at right now is somewhere like pretty close to like catching up to where we're currently at.
Yeah,
But,
you guys are on
yeah,
like
if you
80
wanna-
something.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. The last one, or the one currently going right now, is session 71. So I think what are we up to now on the current campaign? Like episode in like late 80s, I think, like 89. It was like the one we did like yesterday, something like that. But yeah, like every fucking session is here, going all the way back to the beginning. So yeah, go ahead and just grab this channel, and then you got exactly what you need. Keep in mind though, a lot of these sessions are very fucking long. Like, see, like the shortest one I'm looking at right here is at least 5 hours, right? And then it goes up to almost 12. So, you're gonna want to, if you got like a job where you do long hours, like it's a good one to put on the background. But it's gonna take a minute to catch all the way up. So good luck with that. Is my word to you on that one. But circling back to Divinity, what we were talking about before. Yeah, so and it might be a completely new Divinity storyline, and that would be pretty cool. I'm sure that'd be all right. I know everyone's very excited because these are the Baldur's Gate 3 people, and I will say that as far as like a power move for marketing goes, this is definitely the one. Like, this is putting that Baldur's Gate 3 money to very good use. Because as we just kind of established, none of us can even remember the last time a game company went for an ad like this. This is big. Everyone's talking about it. And obviously the Baldur's Gate campaign being behind it is a big deal too. But
I will say
this is a strong move.
The bossiest of boss moves here would be if they put this up, we get to the Game Awards, and they announce the game is dropping. That would be the bossiest of
That
boss
would be some
moves right there.
That'd be some crazy shit. Or if nothing else, like they got in alpha or beta, or how they did with Baldur's Gate 3, essentially.
I think if they're gonna do it, they need to go all the way, balls to the walls, and say we are out now, or they're gonna lose any momentum this grows.
You know what though? I will say, at least as far as the Larian stuff goes, in my remembrance, Baldur's Gate 3 was the only game that actually had a long turnaround from it getting actually mentioned. So like when they first talked about DOS 1, I think it was within a year of it dropping. Same with 2. You can correct me on that, but I think that's the case.
I do feel like though that a lot of gamers are really burned out from the whole "this is coming out eventually" thing, and more people want to just hear that, hey, this game's out, you can play it now.
I agree. I think that is definitely the direction to go from now on, especially because, well, it's
At
like you
least for a
said,
little
you lose so
while.
much momentum. It's like look at Elder Scrolls 6, where we know that it's probably not even in 2027.
No.
Yeah. I think as far as like keeping a hype train going, the absolute maximum should be like 1 year in advance. Like that should be it. Like 1 year in advance.
I think
is
1
like
year.
the latest you should announce a game.
Yep.
Or earliest you should announce a game that's going to be coming out. Ideally, I feel like maybe 3 months is like a real good sweet spot, right? Gives people time to really build up some anticipation, but they're not waiting so fucking long that they just stop caring because a million other games are going to come out between. Yeah, if you wait a year, like 50 other games are going to come out between your game and your announcement of your game. So yeah, I feel like 3 months is a real good spot to just.
I will say, and this is probably going to be the case. It's not going to drop from the Game Awards because it's so close to Christmas.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like Rada said, it would be like the ultimate fucking boss move to do. Yeah, if you just want to take the leaf out of Nintendo's book, it's like, and you can play it later today, that sort of shit.
I agree. It would be amazing.
Love that shit. Oh, it's so good.
Just for the time of year it is that I somehow don't see it happening. Unfortunately.
I don't know. I think we're also at that time of year though where people are looking to buy themselves a Christmas present.
True.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I could be wrong in that.
Me sitting here waiting on that fucking Steam sale, right?
Yeah, right. But I truly don't believe that will be the case. I just think that would be like the best thing that they could possibly do. I mean, kind of like when Silksong dropped, like it did.
Mm-hmm.
I think people would just be so out of their minds excited to get a game. They hear about this, there's this thing going on it, and then hey, you can play it now. And I think that would really excite people.
I do too. I think honestly, there's more hype in doing it that way than there is in having any delay.
Yeah.
So,
but probably not happening. So.
Yeah, I wonder how long they've had to work on it necessarily. Like Baldur's Gate 3 they did a lot of work on it, but they have multiple teams, and once they got the game out.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean,
and they just have a dedicated team to just doing updates, and then the rest of them are working on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since they didn't have to actually do a DLC.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they still did a lot of work on it, but a lot of that's post-production stuff that you don't need a full team for. So Baldur's Gate 3 drops, that for all we know, they immediately took for all we know is after it left early development, the next team immediately started working on this. So there's no way to really know for sure.
Potentially 2+ years, we'll say, that they've had to be working on other stuff.
Yeah. And we've known for a while that they weren't going to do another Baldur's Gate game because they don't want to deal with fucking Wizards of the Coast. That's my opinion, but
I know, I agree. I'm 100% sure that's what it is. It tells you so much about working with them too. It's like you know this is going to make just tons of money, and it's just too much effort to work with Wizards of the Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's everything you need to know about D&D 5th edition and beyond. Is it's not worth millions of dollars to work with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, but I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. We got a few more days, and then it's gonna all be laid out in front of everybody. So
if I'm right,
I'm
though,
curious
that's
to see.
Cool. Normally you're not the positive one, so I'm gonna I'll drop it. I hope Ron is right. It feels weird saying that.
We we shall see. And I'll be interested to see what else gets announced during the Game Awards, if there'll be any other big announcements like that. Because
That'd be
it's
cool.
usually the time for it. So, but we shall see. So I want to move on to a smaller story, but before I do, guys, I ended up missing. I popped in for a bit during the episode before last because I was just at my parents' place at the time. But I was traveling last Tuesday. I was heading back here to California on that Tuesday, so I couldn't check in on the podcast.
Hmm.
I'm just a little curious about the previous title ideas. Can I please ask about the context of whitewashing Hitler? Can I know where that one came? I don't want to take too much time for this because we got this week to worry about. But I'm very curious about that one in particular.
It was Nigeria, right?
Yeah, it was Nigeria.
Oh, that's the story I put in.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yes.
It had to do with him and the Netflixification of things, and so
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. So that's where I maybe I shouldn't be allowed to do the titles. Come up with any of them. Maybe
But
I
to
should.
be fair, wasn't that one of my brothers?
No, I was it. I thought it was
I think
mine.
that was
It
my
was
brother's
awful.
because he was apologizing.
Whoever it was, I want to make
Either way.
the chief executive of podcast titles at this point. To be honest. So that's where I'm at. I don't know how chat feels about it. But that's where I'm at. Honestly.
It's understandable.
No, that was a fun we saved that one for the end. That was a fun conversation.
You'll definitely have to at least go back and listen to that bit in particular. I'm so curious. But anyway, switching over to one of the smaller stories. I thought this one was pretty fun. Turns out that as far as the Japanese dub for the new Mario movie, Super Mario Galaxy movie, they got the guy who voices Deku from My Hero to play Bowser Jr. And of course, it's interesting because the guy who plays Bowser in the Mario movie is the guy who plays All Might in My Hero Academia. So bit of that. Yeah, somebody is right here. Right, somebody put it right here at the top. It's the first comment. Bit of that father-son parallel again, and I believe that this is definitive proof. I know it's been a fan theory for a long time, but I think this actually clinches it. This cinches it. All Might is fucking Deku's mom, 100%.
Oh, he's
100%.
okay. Because for a second there, I thought the way you worded that was that he is Deku's mom, but no, you mean she's actually screwing Deku's mom. Okay.
Yes. I believe that is what is being implied by this casting choice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not? Actually.
United States of Smash on Deku's mom confirmed. Fuck. I'm sorry. I had to include the story so I could make the joke.
Okay. It's okay.
No, I get it. It was very important. I feel like we would be bereft of so much humor had you not.
I would be in possibly the same state that I am now.
Which is hysterics. You can hear it in her voice.
Yes.
It is difficult to get a laugh out of Rada, so I never feel bad when I fail on that particular front.
I mean, you say that.
I got a giggle.
But...
Just a giggle. I got one. I heard it. I heard the giggle.
It's funny that you say that I'm hard to make laugh because I went to a show in Vegas. It was Evil Dead the musical, and we sat in the front row, and I laughed so much that literally in the middle of the show, the guy on stage stops, looks at me, and says, "You realize some of these are supposed to fail, right?"
Amazing.
It made me laugh more. So
that's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Man, I kind of want to see Evil Dead on stage.
Oh, Evil Dead the musical was fantastic. And then we sat in the front row so that you're in the spray zone.
Oh God!
You got drenched with red stuff. Pretty sure it was Kool-Aid or something.
Well, yeah, obviously.
It was so totally worth it. Whoever wrote that did an amazing job. Just
I can imagine.
Top notch. Cannot recommend enough.
I will have to add it to the bucket list for sure, because that sounds like a great time. Next time I'm in Vegas, which I have no idea when the fuck that'll be, but I'll look
I'm
it
not
up
sure
and
if
see
it's
if I
in
can
Vegas
catch the
anymore.
show.
But if you can find it,
Man. If nothing else, I can find like a YouTube recording or something. I just want to see it, you know.
It's
Even if I can't be there in person, I just want to see it.
so good.
All right. Well, as far as another smallish story, apparently, because I don't know if you guys saw a while back, there was a one of those tweets that always gets Twitter a little bit riled up when it's about a fucking adaptation coming out, and then a director or an actor, whoever, says, "Oh, I didn't actually play the thing or watch or read the book or whatever the fuck," you know. That happened. That happened with the Helldivers movie as well, which sparked apparently a good bit of people getting up the Arrowhead CEO's ass about it. And apparently he did have some words to say on the matter, so I figured we could see what exactly he feels on the situation. Arrowhead CEO responds to call for the Helldivers movie director to play the game at least once. I'm going to ignore that quote at the top so I can bury the lead a bit. Just going to scroll right past that. Nobody saw that. Anyway, the CEO of Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead has responded to fan concern about the choice of Justin Lin as the director of the Helldivers movie. After it emerged, he leaned into not being a gamer for his pitch. Helldivers 2 is an explosive co-op focused action shooter. Yeah, you guys know all this, blah, blah, blah. This week, The Hollywood Reporter confirmed that Justin Lin is set to direct the upcoming Helldivers live-action film adaptation. Lin is best known for his work on the Fast and Furious films, and was the director of the series from 2006's Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, 2013's Fast 6. He also directed 2016's Star Trek Beyond, the final film in the modern Star Trek trilogy, and 2021's F9, Fast and Furious 9. But it was one paragraph in THR story that raised eyebrows within the Helldivers community. Lin is not a gamer and leaned into that as a strength when pitching his take on the material, said insiders. He aims to find the humanity in the characters and weave timely themes into the story while building out a world. Yeah, I'm already like I'm already kind of fading out a little bit reading this sentence. But hang on. I'm gonna let him finish. Let's see, into the story while building out a world and mythology. There are plenty of details waiting to be drawn in, something that is compelling to the filmmaker. So, go ahead. Go, after you.
No. Go on, continue.
No, I'm giving my thoughts here. So if you want to give some thoughts, now's the time.
I was mostly going to swear.
Is the phrase "weaving timely themes into the story" makes me so sad.
Yeah, it
tells me everything I need to know.
Because what it sounds like is he's going to try and kind of like serious this up a bit, which is absolutely the wrong move in terms of a Helldivers movie or TV show or whatever the fuck. It's a movie? Is it a TV show?
It's a movie.
Right? Okay. If they're doing a movie, like what they absolutely should be doing is leaning into the satire that is Helldivers, and not because this sounds like they're actually trying to like humanize the story or something like that. Like this shit should be like a scary movie level kind of thing.
So here's the thing: is it sounds to me like they're gonna take what gamers enjoyed about it, which was the satire, and the people played into the satire and laughed about the satire and had fun with the satire. And they're going to take it from satire and try to make it reality.
Yeah, which
instead.
Yeah. See. Oh, go ahead, Bear.
I was going to say what that tells me, given our current political climate, is that there will be a Trump figure in there, and it's going to be
without a doubt.
One of those.
I hope not.
No.
Is this just going to be fucking? Well, actually, if it's Starship Troopers again, then that's actually fine because that. Yeah, it was good, but like the guy's intent was to make something shitty, but he fucked it up and made something amazing. Right?
Yeah.
So if that happens here, I'm cool with that.
They're gonna go from being ironically fascist to actually fascist in an attempt to tell the fascists who enjoy the fascist game that they're fascists.
Yeah.
Ah, God, I hope not. Listen, I saw a clip of Helldivers the other day in which a man with a jetpack took the newly added fucking chainsaw sword and sawed a goddamn UFO in half until it exploded and killed him. All right, that's what Helldivers is, and that's what this movie should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, Well, so we talked about part of this, not the response to this, but the overall him saying that he wasn't going to play the game thing last week. And I was cautiously optimistic because I'm like, Helldivers doesn't have a story. You don't need to have, there's no John Helldiver that you're worried about the canonical accuracy of. All the optimism I had has been crushed. Yeah. I'm now convinced that this is going to blow.
Yeah. And this is going to be like a bit of the Halo problem where it's like, I don't think a Helldiver should ever take their helmet off. But they're probably going to have them take their helmets off, and that sucks. The one time we yo Raiders, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. Wait, who was it, raid?
Akko.
Oh shit, Akko. Yo, what's up, Akko? Thanks for the raid. How you guys doing? You guys were talking about the Game Awards or the Streamer Awards stuff. How was that? We're not talking about the Stream Awards stuff because we decided none of us care. But but I mean, I hope you guys had a good time talking about it. I know there's been some drama and whatnot. I feel like the only thing I actually remember that I saw was like Lily Pichu winning Fighting Game Streamer of the Year and people being pissed off about that. But I feel like some other shit probably happened too, right? Didn't somebody like call Kai Cenat a ditty or something? I think I saw something like that. Like
way more about this than I did. I only read the VTuber stuff.
Yeah, it's like something like I think like Kai Cenat, like somebody joked at him and then he got all pissy about it, something like that.
Oh,
what a surprise!
About Hassan, but I like.
Oh yeah, Hassan. I did also like see somebody like say like there was a clip of Hassan making a joke about the shot collar thing, so that was so that's the thing that happened.
Yeah, that was a thing for sure.
Damn.
Yeah. Was the host.
Man. But yeah, we're actually just talking right now about the Helldiver stuff, and apparently the CEO was coming out to I think he's going to be defending the guy they're getting to direct the movie. But here, I'm going to read this sentence again for the Raiders, like to see where we're kind of at with this and how we may. Yeah, well, they should know how fucked we are, is my opinion on that. So,
okay.
So yeah, this was a paragraph that was part of the announcement of the director that got people to raise their eyebrows. So Lin, who is the director, what's the guy's full name again? Justin Lin. And this is the guy who's done like a bunch of Fast and Furious movies or whatever. And he also did the last Star Trek 2016 Star Trek Beyond movie. But anyway, Lin is not a gamer and leaned into that as a strength, which I think is fucking dumb, when pitching his take on the material, said insiders. He aims to find the humanity in the characters and weave timely themes into the story while building out a world and mythology. There are plenty of details waiting to be drawn in, something that is compelling to the filmmaker. So, the thing that set off the alarm bells in our head, we just kind of went over this, was the timely themes bit, and also the humanity in the characters, which, as we all know, the kind of a big part of the Helldivers is that we don't really give too much of a shit about any given Helldiver. That's kind of the point is that they're extremely expendable, right? So, yeah, I don't know if that's really the direction we want to go in for a Helldivers movie, but I feel they were kind of losing the spirit of this whole thing a bit. But yeah, we're kind of throwing our hands up on this one. But we're gonna read a little further and see what the actual quotes are on this one. Some fans are now worried that Lin simply won't get what Helldivers is about because he's not a gamer and presumably hasn't played Arrowhead Shooter. And because of that, some players believe the Helldivers movie is at risk of missing the video game's vibe. Which, yeah, such as what we just went over. Over on the official Helldivers Discord, Arrowhead CEO Shams Georgiani briefly addressed this concern. He first responded to one fan who asked if they could direct the Helldivers movie instead of Lin, saying, let Justin...
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier the meme of the basketball player on the moon. All right, like sometimes you just gotta shoot your shot and see what happens.
Hey, he went for it. Full respect.
I respect it absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently the CEO just said, "Let Justin Lin work his magic." Georgiani then responded to the following question from a fan. If you guys have any sway with Sony over the movie, can you make sure the director plays the game at least once, or at least sees some gameplay? Georgiani replied, I trust Justin. He did a great job on the Star Trek movie. This is debatable. That's it.
What the fuck? What?
What movie did Say what?
the fact that Rada took physical damage from that.
That hurts! Physically!
Critical hit.
Oh my god!
Fuck. Rada is right now, in this moment, taking damage over time from the statement.
This is a DOT. I don't know that I have anything to cure this.
Oh,
Fuck!
no. Oh, it's true damage. It's true damage.
Holy
it's force damage.
shit.
There's no resistance to this. Oh fuck.
Huh.
You good? You need a minute? You wanna
Thank
put a
God I
Band-Aid
don't
on it?
love Helldivers or anything, or else I'd really be in pain. What the fuck, man?
Oh fuck.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
No, so
You
good.
know, I could have at
let it
least
sizzle.
kind of got into
Let it burn.
the groove of he did a good job on the Fast and Furious movies because at least people like those. And I
Yeah.
have no idea what they are, so I don't give a fuck. But then to say he did a good job on Star Trek?
You're telling me you didn't like Star Trek Beyond? What do you mean?
But
Come
Rada,
on.
it
Didn't
was
you
so
see all the
angry.
lens flare?
Oh my
Did you
god.
see it?
No, I didn't. You see, here's the thing. I have an astigmatism. I see lens flare all the fucking time. Didn't look any different to me.
That's fair. Oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh, goddamn.
Go ahead.
Arrowhead will likely face this sort of concern until fans see the Helldivers movie in trailer form or hear from Lynn himself on his vision for the film. Again, I still think this should be like a fucking Naked Gun airplane like type fucking thing, right? This should be full on parody. But it sounds like maybe that's not quite what we're gonna be getting. And Helldivers is not alone in this approach. Amazon's adaptation of God of War is helmed by Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica's Ronald D. Moore.
Oh,
Who
good,
isn't a
another
gamer
Star Trek
either.
person.
Yeah, they're still getting work, I guess. You know, so good for them.
Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
Listen, Amazon's adaptation of God of War, I was already checked out, to be honest. So, you know, it'll go how it goes, and you know, fucking Critical Drinker will make his money off like making 10 videos about it, and then we'll all just move on. So, it is what
At
it
least
is.
someone gets something out of it.
Yeah.
I love the enthusiasm.
Someone is like,
But it is in contrast to the situation with the Elden Ring movie, which is being directed. Wait, there's a fucking Elden Ring movie too?
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
that.
Okay, which is
Vaguely.
being directed by Ex Machina and Civil War director and self-confessed Elden Ring superfan Alex Garland. Okay, okay, so Elden Ring superfan. That sounds good for a director for an Elden Ring movie. I can roll with that. Yeah, all right.
That does sound good.
It does.
I
In
don't trust
June,
it.